La Montagne du Serment, the Mountain of Oath. It was a mountain of ice and stone, a harsh giant that clawed at the sky. Snow fell constantly, covering the ground in a thick blanket. The wind howled like a hungry wolf, biting at any exposed skin. It was a place of danger, a place where few dared to tread. But for Elias, it was the only path forward. His village, nestled in the valley below, lived in fear of the Dragon du Nord. Elias, a young knight, swore an oath to protect his people. He would climb the mountain, face the dragon, and bring peace to his home. Elias was a knight of the valley, strong and brave. He wore armor of polished steel, a sword at his side. His heart was heavy, but his resolve was strong. He carried the hopes of his village on his shoulders. They looked to him for salvation. He would not fail them. He would climb the mountain and face the dragon. For his village, for his family, for the memory of his sister, lost to the dragon's fire. The climb was treacherous. The wind tore at him, trying to rip him from the mountainside. The snow hid treacherous crevasses, waiting to swallow him whole. Elias pressed on, his eyes fixed on the peak above. He climbed for hours, his muscles screaming in protest. The air grew thin, making it hard to breathe. But still, he climbed. He had to reach the dragon. The fate of his village depended on it. The wind carried a new sound now, a low rumble that shook the mountain itself. It was the dragon, its voice a terrifying symphony of power. Fear gnawed at Elias's heart, but he pushed it down. Fear was a weakness he could not afford. He was close now. He could feel the dragon's presence in the air. He rounded a bend in the path, and there it was. The dragon's lair, a gaping maw in the side of the mountain. The air inside the cave was heavy, thick with the smell of sulfur and smoke. Ice crystals glittered on the walls, reflecting a strange blue light that emanated from deeper within.
Dragon du Nord, I have come to challenge you.
Elias drew his sword. He could feel the heat of the dragon's breath on his face. His voice was small, insignificant against the backdrop of the dragon's lair. But he stood his ground. He would make the dragon listen. The dragon emerged from the shadows, a creature of immense size and power. Its scales were the color of storm clouds, its eyes burning with an inner fire. Its claws scraped against the stone floor, sending sparks flying. Its teeth were like daggers, its breath a raging inferno. Elias had never seen anything so terrifying. He felt a moment of pure primal fear, but he stood his ground. He had come too far to turn back now. He would face this creature for the sake of his people.
You are a brave one, but you do not understand. I do not attack out of malice, but out of necessity. The dragon lowered its head, regarding Elias with an ancient wisdom. It snorted, a plume of smoke erupting from its nostrils. Dragon, your attacks on my village must stop. You have taken too much from us. You have taken my sister.
The dragon explained that a sickness had befallen the mountain, poisoning the air and the water. The dragon was forced to breathe fire into the valley below, to burn away the sickness before it spread. Elias listened, his heart heavy with understanding. He had misjudged this creature. It was not a monster, but a protector.
There must be another way. We can find a cure for the mountain together.
The dragon looked at Elias, a flicker of hope in its ancient eyes. And so began a new chapter. Elias, the brave knight, and the Dragon du Nord, once enemies, now allies. Together, they worked to heal the mountain, to restore balance to the land. Elias, using his knowledge of herbs and potions, worked tirelessly to find a cure for the mountain's ailment. The dragon, using its immense power, helped to contain the spread of the sickness. and as the mountain healed, so too did their bond. They flew together, Elias on the dragon's back, soaring above the clouds, a symbol of hope for the future. The oath had been fulfilled, not in battle, but in understanding and cooperation. The mountain of oath stood as a testament to their bond, a beacon of peace for all the land.